Hi guys, and welcome to Bomb Anime. It's your girl
Ruka
and Big Boy Summer here, bringing you a part 2 of Hot or Not.
Welcome to this episode of Hot or Not Part 2. Today, Burn the Witch is in hot seat again. We've already judged the first episode and we've binged the entire season. Is this anime certified hot or just a waste of time?
You know, as usual, please like, subscribe and share. You know what it is. Let's get right into it.
Since there's only 3 episodes, let's get to the good stuff. So I think that Nini and Noelle's relationship was probably my favourite thing about the anime. They seem more like sisters, even though they're quite different and they have different motivations. They work together really well, and I quite enjoyed seeing them on screen together.
It's a bit weird because they're completely opposites and yet they work so well, and I know there's a lot of people out there that don't really work well together. They kind of try and whatnot, and you get that a lot in anime, but these two really gelled. Look at the amount of trust that happened between them, especially when they're pulling off their tandem magic tricks.
They know what each other are thinking or planning.
Also, it's like, I didn't get a shippy vibe from them, which was pretty cool and a bit weird for anime nowadays, because everyone wants to ship everyone nowadays.
Well, it did seem a bit like Noelle and Balgo have something going on. They're not saying everything, but it seems like it's going in that direction. If the dragon didn't F everything up, they probably would have gotten a little bit closer in episode 3.
But who knows? Someone decided to only do 3 episodes in an anime. It makes no sense, but they did it.
Well, it's technically a feature film.
What?
Technically, it's a feature film. It covered 4 chapters of the manga series. That's why it was so short. However, I still have a problem with it because the second season is supposed to be coming around October. So that's a whole year after season 1. So you're telling me that such a short series, you couldn't give us another couple of episodes mid-2021 instead of waiting all the way till the end of the year? It seems a little bit lazy. I feel like I could get season 2 of an anime that has 12 episodes a year later. There was just not enough that happened, and at the same time, too much that happened.
Yeah, it felt like they kept giving us information that they knew they weren't going to finish. And I'm all for cliffhangers and, leading us on, but really and truly, it just felt, oh, here's a bit of information there. Oh, here's a... You know what? It felt like Hanabado with all the characters that they had in there. That kind of vibe.
Yeah, I did get that same feeling, but there weren't actually that many characters that was in Burn the Witch. It just seemed like it was so many characters because it was such a short series. I feel like if we had followed these characters over 12 episodes or 24 episodes, it wouldn't have been such a big problem because there really wasn't that many people, but because it's so short, basically it's an hour. Each episode was 20 odd minutes. It's an hour. And for that, it was just too much going on, and I felt like stories weren't getting finished. The plot was just too much for the small amount of time that we had. I would have preferred them to concentrate on just one thing and not any of the other things, even if it meant telling the story a little bit out of order.
I mean, look at the characters that we were given. We were given 2 strong main characters, 2 semi-decent side characters, 1 half bad guy, and 1 super OP sensei type. And yet you couldn't do more than 3 episodes.
I was a bit disappointed because I was really looking forward to watching the higher-ups trying to get rid of Balgo and all of the little things that were going to happen behind the scenes, but they just rushed it through and it was over as quickly as it started.
I kind of wanted Bao to die, I really wanted him to get executed because it would have been a nice central plot. And then we probably would have seen how Noelle would have dealt with it and got more into her actual true feelings about it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a short anime, but it's just how you execute it. And I feel like they didn't do a good enough job.
I'm quite surprised that there's so many fans out there waiting for season 2, because personally, I'm not really trying to wait for season 2, because if they're following in the same vein where they're just rushing things through, not really explaining anything. For instance, what on earth was those things that they were drawing in the sky and on the dragons? What on earth was that thing, that shadow thing that burst out of the dragon? Why did we get an explanation of these rare dragon types in episode 3? It's too much new information that is not explained, that I don't fully understand, and I don't really feel like they're going to do a better job in season 2.
Either way, it's like Macy, I think, was a great character, and she was pretty strong.
Macy was an okay character. I felt like her character was a little bit confused. At first, she was supposed to be this sort of psycho lesbian character who just goes crazy whenever anyone gets near Nini, but then halfway through, she's quite level-headed and not getting crazy about someone being close to Nini. It's only 3 episodes. How did she have such a change in personality? I think the problem for me here is that although we've got these characters that we're following, it's so hollow because you can't really explore anything about each character, any deeper meanings. It was just a surface plot. That's what it felt like. It felt like it wasn't fleshed out. This felt like watching a storyboard.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with that. It just felt very superficial. And did I enjoy bits of watching these 3 episodes? Yeah, but I think my enjoyment came from my own imagination, thinking how they were going to go with a lot of things. We discussed it earlier about how we thought the dragon was going to be, you know, subdued. Remember what you said? You said that the dragon was going to get calmed down by Macy and that would be the end of the fight. And that didn't happen. Instead, we were given another character, Banks Jr., who had some super OP finger shotgun thing and basically subdued the dragon. It was, yeah, as you said, it felt superficial. It's like a bunch of guys got in a room and was like, this is what we got. What can we do? This will do. And then did it.
And what was the nod to Bleach that we got? At the very end, there's a sign saying Soul Society. Oh, God. Like, why bother? Why bother even say it's in the same universe? Just leave it out because you didn't bother have anything that really tied these 2 things together, in my opinion. Feel free to debate in the comments, but I just didn't see anything that was really anything to do with Bleach. Not that I'm expecting it to have anything to do with Bleach, but if it's in the same universe, I'm expecting to see certain things that's going to tie them together. That tells me that these 2 things could possibly take place in the same world, because I wasn't getting that.
True.
So, in part 1, we judged this as a not. Big Boy Sam had a not for 5 out of 5, and I had not for 3 out of 5. And I think, unfortunately, it's going to have to stay that way. It's a not from me.
It's definitely a not for me. This was a complete waste of time.
I won't be watching season 2, but, you know, let me know if you guys watch it and it's any good. Tell us in the comments when it's finally out in October, and maybe I'll watch it then.
Rika, you will be watching season 2 because we kind of have to, don't we?
Not really.
Oh, Rika, come on. The fans want to know about this. You know what? Best anime of 2020, The Witch.
Feature film. And as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Peace.